when you open your box, you're going to have a few different bundles in here. One, you're going to have your bookshelf. It's all wrapped in foam. You're going to have your valance, and you're going to have a set box of shelves, and then your threshold. So those are the four components you'll get when you open your new Murphy door. This here is a 4-foot white painted Murphy door unit. And so your valance comes separately packaged right in a nice box. Your bookshelves, the loose shelves come packaged just like this, and as you can see, the whole unit's fully assembled. So, ready to install. Set the threshold, tilt the door up, set your valance. Again, you're going to have to do the preparation on your house, whether it be leveling the floor, plumbing the walls, whatever else you need to do. This is the surface mount. This mounts in front of doorways with this particular unit. This is a fairly simple system to install. Just a little heavy. So what you get when you buy quality, you have to pick it up. So. White painted shelves, and our door. Hardware on. So, alright, so here you go. This is the unboxed 4-foot white painted Murphy door unit. This right here comes with two skids on the bottom. It holds that door open while it's being shipped. As well, in the boxes we talked about, you'll have a valance completely assembled in one box. Your 8 loose shelves in the other box, and then a threshold like this one. This particular unit had extra doors for as an option. These are add-on accessory items that you can add at any time, and that came in the box. So at this time we need 2 people to tilt the door down so we can remove the skids. So yeah. Here we go. Like this. Actually, let's move this way.
Pick it up.
Okay. So these either have a screw head or a Phillips tip. You can use either end to remove these 2 skids. As you'll see, this is the bottom of the door, so the skids are always found at the bottom of the door. The reason we put those skids on, one is to keep the door in a nice, firm, or tight, open position so it doesn't move while shipped, and to protect our pivot pin and our trolley, or our lower roller wheel. So anyways, that's unboxing and uncrating your Murphy door. Again, here's the valance. It's just got some foam wrap we'll just take out. And this thing, coming out of the box, is fully assembled as well. So there you go. Just like that, you'll see that it's got the track already in, the hole already drilled. This is when you're placing your order. You've got your you're deciding left hand or right hand. These are the reasons why, so we know which direction to put your pivot pins in. Anyways, take this and you'll see how that goes. You've got your brackets all installed. You've got your, it had a couple lags in. That was from our previous stuff, but anyways, there you go. Ready to be put up against the wall, right up in the wall. So white valance. Unboxed your Murphy door. It's all uncrated. We have your bookshelf unit that we've taken the bottom stickers off, and then we've got the bookshelf, or the loose shelves themselves, and we've got the valance. So now we've already gone through and installed the bottom threshold, which is this wood piece here. We've had this exaggerated. It's a little bit big because it's going on concrete. We're not fastened straight down to our shop floor. So we've mounted it to a 2x10 and measured away from our wall, the drywall portion of our wall, 5 1/4 inches to the center of our track line. And then behind this door we have 5 1/4 inches to the center of the bushing. So at this stage we're going to take our door. We have the lower pivot pin, which I'll grab really quick so you guys can see it. Alright, so for right now I'm just going to walk you through each one of these components that we have in your door. So when I say lower pivot pin, I'm referring to the part of your bookshelf that has this pin right here. This is mounted to the bottom part on the pivoting side of your door. When I say roller assembly or trolley, this is the wheel portion on the moving side of your door that I'm talking about. It's got your dual ball bearings and a Dalron wheel. When I say upper track guide, this is what I'm referring to. On the moving side of the upper portion of the door, this goes inside the upper track in your valence. And then we have a brass bushing portion that looks like this. It's the opposing side of the 2x2 that sits on the pivoting side of your upper part of your bookshelf. So those are what I just wanted to show you, those quick components so you guys understood what I was talking about. Okay, so for right now this is our pivot side of the door. The side that we're going to have the bookshelf move towards. This is left hand. So that means the bookshelf is going to move to our left hand. This side is going to open this way. This portion takes 2 people. You've got that pivot pin that's a really, really tight fit. It's 1/10,000th difference from the brass bushing to your pivot pin. So it's going to take a matter of setting that pivot pin over the top of your brass bushing, wiggling it into place, tilting the door up pretty level, and then wiggling it just till it slides down in the hole. And it will go, it's just tight. After which, we're going to go ahead and set the trolley wheel, or the roller assembly, on this portion of the track. We'll go through those portions now. So I'm going to get one of my assistants to come over here and help me do this. So it's going to take one person to get down and guide this pivot pin into the trolley, or into the brass bushing, and it's in there now. So now he's going to grab this roller assembly side. Just lift it up, set the wheel on there. Now we're going to just lean it backwards. Have somebody help you keep it up against the wall tight. Now you want to, like I said, wiggle it into place. This one's been set once before, so it's slid into okay. Anyways, we're just going to lean that up tight. Shouldn't go anywhere. And then I'll have my assistant hold it while I get the valence ready to get assembled into place. From this stage, we're going to use a couple of 1/4 inch shims. Whether you guys built your bookshelf or not, or you had us deliver you a whole one, there's a couple of 1/4 inch shims. They might look like this. They might just be actually part of the backing of your bookshelf. But we'll just take them and set them right up here on top of your door on either side, just like this. That'll give us some space to keep the valence from sitting directly on top of your bookshelf. After which, we're going to grab this clevis pin and then our valence with 4 lag bolts and 4 washers. Here's our washers. Oops, there they go. And then the right tools to do the job. So we're using an impact gun here. It seems to be the easiest way to drive these lag bolts into the wall. So I've kind of cheated already and had this put in, but I have the studs laid out, marked already above, so I know where they sit. But we'll put those in and take it from there real quick. Mug out here. Okay, so at this time, we just set that valence right on top of your bookshelf. And then I'm going to move this ladder over this way just a little bit and slide this pivot pin, or the clevis pin, down in that hole. So I'll swap the spots with my partner here. die ball down in, drop that pivot pin down into the track. So, see, then I'm going to make sure this upper track wheel over here is sitting in that crack. These shims we're using right there are just a little bit too big. So it takes just a little finesse, make sure it sits there and good and level and not hurting yourself doing it. Like I said, it's much better to have a couple people just to keep this thing balanced. Now, we're just going to go ahead and get up here and start lagging this door in. I've got my wheel, upper track wheel, sitting inside the threshold track. I've got my clevis tank slid down through the upper brass bushing. I've gone through here and pre-drilled my holes at a direct 90. It's important because you don't want this sucking valence or the valence down towards the top of the bookshelf or up. So I'd suggest going in and pre-drilling these lag holes out as straight as you can so it doesn't cause problems. So there's one of them. Check to make sure we didn't suck it down, and we didn't. We did good.
It's the same on both sides.
Good clearances are in. So there we go. 2 of those lag bolts. These little impact guns are really, really handy. They do a good job. Okay. So now we've got your door set. Now unfortunately this floor isn't as level as we'd like it. It's right by a drain in our shop. So it kind of slopes funny. This time we're just going to go ahead and slide these shims out of the way of the door and get it out of the way. So that should complete your installation. Like I said, the floor is sloping a little bit this way. But this pretty well completes the installation of your door. You saw that. We put the threshold down, measured away from the drywall, 5 1/4 inches, and